Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, for your Sunday, it's going to be a Sunday series of best of 3 featuring Zoun and Serral starting on Inside and Out from Homestory Cup 2022. Bottom left, it's going to be Serral. Top right, going to be Zoun. So, Korea versus Finland here, but Serral is ranked higher on the Oligulac rankings. So let's see how Zoun handles him, shall we? Not blocking. Oh, blocking the hatch. Okay, so are we going to send out... Okay, I thought I was going to send out another probe, but... Nope, this is the blocking probe here, and... Oh, interesting. Are we going to... Oh. What? Pool first opening? Here from Serral? Oh, he juked him. He juked the probe, so pool into hatchery. And he can take the natural because the probe assumed that he was going to expand out here, but Serral tricked him. Okay, so pool first opening here from Serral, not by plan, but out of necessity. Mineral gathering game here from the probe. Okay, and the extractor is, I don't know, super late? Weird build order here. Cybernetics core before expanding from Zoun because of the pool first and the threat of lings. But no speedlings for a while here. You're just now getting your first Vespene gas, Serral. Okay. Huh. Just sending 2 lings out as a scouting, token scouting here. And Terry the Overlord moving in. Hey, there's a Terry the Overlord shirt at falconpaladin.store. Go check it out. Hot off the presses. Very great design. I do like the design a lot. I didn't do it. Somebody from Fiverr did it. But yes, it is very, very fun. So 1 adept and then another adept here on the way. So 2 adepts as per normal here. Speed, again, very, very late. And I don't know. Is this going to be a 2-base play? Oh, no lings. Just a queen and drones to defend themselves. This is a very, very weird game. But Homestory is known for their weird games because people are drinking and people are having a lot of fun. It's a laid-back atmosphere. And, oh my gosh. You gonna get it? You gonna get to the kill? No! Does not get the kill. The slowling does not get it. Escapes with all of gosh darn 4 HP to its name. That adept. Second gateway coming in. Stargate on the way. Not making an oracle. Instead going to be a void ray opening here from Zoun. Got a third base coming in from Serral at 336. I mean, it's just, everything is just off kilter here. It's game 1, so I don't know. Serral maybe just a little bit discombobulated. I really don't know why he didn't just go for the hatch first out here and then get a third base here. I mean, that seems to be the plan for Zerg players a lot recently. It's just, okay, it's cool. We're going to take a third base, and then we'll take this when we can, and it'll all time out just fine. But instead, the pool first play, which is going to slow him down economically. He's got 38 workers to 35 here for Zoun. Income is in his favor a little bit right now. I don't know, we might settle into a more normal game here. Oh, Resonating Glaive Adept opening here for Zoun. Okay. With the Void Ray, hunting around, looking for Overlords, has found... Oh my gosh, have you killed 2? No. Probably one Overlord and 1 Zergling would be my guess with this this Void Ray has been up to today. Gonna kill another Ling and another Ling. No, doesn't get another Ling there, but 4 kills is nice. Yeah, 1 Queen alone can actually handle a Void Ray, so 3 kills is a bit overkill here. 3 Queens is a bit overkill here. Yes, Roach Warren coming in. Is he saturating this third base, or is he going to... Yeah, he's really just 7, 5, 6 drones at a time being produced here. He's really droning up hard. Third base from Zoun coming in, and a Resonating Glaive Adepts with Void Ray support is going to be the order of business here from Zoun. Okay, we haven't seen a Resonating Glaive Adept play on the channel in some time. We'll see how this works out for Zoun. Creep Spread, looking fancy. Again, Serral's Creep Spread is always very good. It's not like the best in the entire world, but it's pretty fantastic. We don't have any major complaints. And he's okay, he sees a million Adepts coming with a Void Ray too. So Queens, get into position. We got to make roaches now. We've got 0 roaches, so let's make 5. Let's do that. Let's maybe try to do a hard wall off here at the natural base. Okay, so the Adepts can't get into the natural or the main. They have to go after the third, and that is actually really good for the Zerg player here, because that's where the roaches, the lings, and the queens are. So excellent. Trying to pin him in there. Roach is getting some big-time hits off. This is beautiful. I haven't really seen a Zerg player die to a Resonating Glaive Adept all-in in some time. I think I did see one as part of a Africa World event, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago. But not since then. So excellent rebuff there from Serral. Shuts it down. 4 drones die, but that's okay. 5 Adepts have gone down. That is some excellent trading for sure. Serral's okay with it. That was a beautiful decision and beautiful walling off there. Just temporarily, right? Just a building there because the Adepts can't shade through that. And then canceling it once the Adepts were gone. Creep Spread continuing to push up pace. Third base from Zoun. Looking good. I mean, that wasn't an all-in there because it's obviously the third base exists. But working on Immortals to deal with those roaches. Getting Blink in here too. No real Sky anything here. We're not seeing any Oracles. Just the one Void Ray out and about. Just kind of patrolling around, hunting around. Has 8 kills. I don't know what it's killed, but it looks like mostly lings. You might guess. Maybe a Creep Tumor got sniped too by this Void Ray. So we've got Sentries, we've got Adepts, we've got Stalkers, we've got an Immortal out from Zoun. It's a bit of an eclectic collection of units here, but I don't know. Zoun's opening's been pretty good so far. Spire on the way from Serral, getting a Baneling Nest too here at about 7 minutes, which seems like it's late. But if you want roaches against the Adept incursion, then you don't really need Banelings until later anyway. So works out in the end. Disruptor coming in from Zoun. So his splash damage of choice today is going to be the Disruptor. Immortal going to help out with any roaches that we see. Disruptor shots on queens, really good. Disruptor shots on roaches, even better. Just incredibly damaging. 4th base coming up from Serral at the 6 o'clock position, and a 4th base warping in from Zoun at about the, I don't know, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock position or so. Yeah, they're just kind of expanding opposite each other here, and Serral's just not really able to get a base count up on Zoun here, and I just wonder how much of that has to do with the early pool and the decision of Serral to not go hatch first and instead go for pool first with no aggression at all. It's a really, really weird choice by him. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel weird about it, I guess, is the whole concept. Army value 61 to 54. Zoun has an advantage there. Income is largely red over the last 5 minutes, but not crazily so from Serral. Handful of Adepts have just kind of been camping out here for a while. I don't know if Zoun forgot about them or if wants to send those ladies in when the army of Serral maybe shows up to attack the third, which maybe could happen. Oh, it's 10 mutas. Oh, Zoun. Zoun didn't. Okay, he did open Stargate. He doesn't have any Phoenix at all. So this Mutalisk tech switch might be fantastic. Okay. Do we believe in this from Serral as Muta Control? He is a virtuoso with Mutalisks. He is one of the elite Zerg players on Earth who can make Mutalisks, like 5 or 6 mutas, make it look like it's 20. He doesn't lose them. He plays them really well. Okay, well, he lost a Mutalisk there. I totally jinxed it. Killing some Creep Tumors. Centrifugal Hooks is almost done. Some Banelings are coming in. They want to connect here on the Adepts if at all possible. But here comes a pretty strong attack. Bunch of Stalkers. And the mutas are like, okay, I guess we fly over this way and try to deal with this cannon in the mineral line and then try to defend back home. Guardian Shield is up. Nothing really going in there, though. Roach attacks aren't actually going through the Guardian Shield, so it's not super well placed. I'd maybe try to get this get the sentry up here. Banelings crashing on some of the sentries. Okay. But armor value 95 to 77. Muta's on the other side just warping in some Stalkers to deal with them, and by golly, that's going pretty poorly. The 4th base dies from Serral. And my gosh, has he even gotten any Disruptor hits off yet? I don't think the Disruptors have really shot. There we go. That's a shot. Good. Beautiful pullback there from Serral. Fantastic. Baneling just going to connect on some of these Adepts. Maybe get in amongst these Stalkers, too. Stalkers take a decent amount of damage. Not too shabby. It's not like exploding Banelings on an Archon, which is terrible. I like the Ling idea as well. Good, beautiful split against that Purification Nova. So Serral's doing a good job here. But losing that 4th base is bad. He does have the left side base. There at the 9 o'clock spot, you can see on the minimap. Picking off the Disruptors would be huge here. Warp Prism. No, Disruptor Micro all the way to the back. Smart stuff. Banelings exploding on Stalkers, which again is good, but not ideal. Not exactly the best target for those Banelings. Army Valley 77 of 64. Corrosive Biles landing. None of them hit the Void Ray or anything, because again, dodging Corrosive Biles is pretty easy. Oh, nice hit there on the Purification Nova. Oh, the Disruptor hit. That's exactly what Zoun was looking for there. Baneling just trying to find anything. And again, they're weakening up these Stalkers so the Lings can chew them up more easily, which is fantastic. But at 68 to 53 army supply, 22 more Lings in production. It's a desperate situation here. And a blink forward. That means Zoun feels like he's got this battle won. That's usually what a blink forward would mean. Purification Nova kills a single Baneling as it's morphing in. More Stalkers warping in here too. I don't know about this. 2 Ravagers die. GG. Zoun actually takes game number 1 in this best of 3. Killer impressive display by him. Well done. Absolutely well done. 15,000 resources lost for Serral, 9,000 lost for Zoun. Really cost-effective stuff. He ends up killing all 10 mutas. After I talk about Serral's ability to keep his mutas alive, he loses 10. Within, I mean, hardly getting any damage at all. Within like the first 60 seconds after they were built. Incredible. 42 Banelings died. Maybe overmade Banelings today. Just trying to deal with Stalkers, Banelings. It's good, but wouldn't you rather have maybe another 42 Lings in that situation? Especially because they had +2 attack, which is great. I mean, +2 melee attack and +2 missile attack was done from Serral. +1 ground attack was done from Zoun. But yeah, killing that hatchery was huge. It feels like a bit of a premature GG. I mean, Serral's army at the end of the game is literally 2 Ravagers and a Roach against 24 Stalkers. So, maybe not. Maybe not as much as a premature GG as I thought there for a second. So, well done, man. Zoun gets game 1 here in 11 minutes. Really no pressure put on him at all by Serral, with the exception of some Lings or some mutas. Actually, I want to see what these mutas accomplish, if anything. Have to go further back to see the Mutalisks? We do! Okay. So they go after this cannon. And there's a Stalker here too, so a Mutalisk dies. Another Mutalisk got picked off out there. It's a warp in, so like 4 probes die, and then these mutas just sit here. Okay. Oh, nice, beautiful blink. That's the thing about mutas. You think you've got them away. You think they're running away well from the Stalkers, and then a blink, and then they pick it off. Okay, so then these mutas, Serral was too busy microing the other side, and he just lost them. Wow. So that's 9, and then this one, I guess, yeah, so losing those mutas, I don't know, they wouldn't, I mean, they wouldn't have really been super useful in this final battle or anything. Too many Stalkers for like 5 or 6 mutas to really do much of anything at all here. Man, Void Ray getting some work done too. 21 kill Void Ray. 22 kill Void Ray. 24 kill Void Ray. Holy smokes. Man, 25 kill Void Ray. One of the more cost-efficient Void Rays in the history of StarCraft right there. Look at him go. 25 kills. That's a huge part of the win there for Zoun too. Okay, so that's game 1. Let's move on into game number 2 here. Serral finds himself on the ropes a bit. Game 2's here on Cosmic Sapphire. Bottom right, Zoun. Top left, it's going to be Serral. Yeah, it sure seems like Serral is more vulnerable in the early and mid game than in the late game, doesn't it? Let's see if he can string it out to the late game here against Zoun so we can force a game 3. The early game from Serral again was very, very weird, so I feel like Zoun had an advantage since the early game, but I don't know. I'm not a professional StarCraft player, just a, you know, a professional caster here on YouTube. All right, so Once again, hatch blocking. Serral not doing the juke out here. Putting his first base at the third base. Timed it very, very well because he knew that his hatch was going to be blocked on Cosmic Sapphire. Some maps you cannot block the hatch, but these first two, you can. So the mineral gathering game of this probe. 16, 18, and 17. If you're looking for a build order, lotv.spawningtool.com is the place to go. Alright. So going for the gate expand, recognizing that pool is not as early as it was in the last game. We don't have to get the Cyber Core first, but let's get it anyway. Let's just make sure this base is the Nexus is first, then Cyber Core, then second pylon, then gas, or maybe gas and second pylon here. The one gate expand timing, Protoss players can do it in their sleep at this point. There it is. There's that second gas, and the second pylon belongs somewhere. It's got to be in the main base. You really don't not have a pylon in your main base in the early game, and there it is. Cool. So everything's fine, and from there, basically you can open up Stargate, which Zoun is probably going to do. And yeah, I mean, that was those 10 mutas, they were just handled. And really, that just has to do with Serral being so preoccupied with what was happening down at his base. He couldn't micro the mutas with the attention that he usually can. Really frustrating stuff there for Zerg players to see that. Just see those mutas so carelessly just being thrown away. Getting 4 probe kills, but that's not worth, you know, 10. That's 10 mutas. That's 100 gas and 100 minerals per mutalisk. That's insane. For 4 probes. Terrible trade. I guess they did kill a Stalker as it warped in there too, but still, man. Robo opening for Zoun. Okay. Interesting. Not opening Stargate here at all. Doesn't feel like you can get any value out of Oracles in this series, it seems like. I'm not entirely sure why, but keep an eye on that. You can always throw up a Stargate later, start making Oracles for that Revelation and stuff, and be a little bit late harass that the Zerg player's not ready for. Let's see if Serral goes for some just safety spores anywhere here, because he has no idea what's going on. Robotics Bay at 3 minutes? See, Zoun's going into tier 3 at 3 minutes, which Zerg players can't really get away with doing. It's a different aspect. It's an aspect of the Protoss race that I always found very, very interesting. It's like, well, they can have, you know, a single Colossus out at, you know, 4.5 minutes. And it's like, well, can we make an Ultra that fast? No. Would one Ultra even be good? Not really, no. You kind of need like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those to be really terrifying. And even then, they're not that great anymore. Ultras could use a buff. They're actually, yeah, they're looking at reducing the model size on Ultras, which does help, actually, because they're so fat. If you can fit more of them, like when you're fighting a bunch of Marines, more of them in a line doing more damage rather than fat ones doing less damage, it's good. When you're trying to kill a planetary, you can fit more Ultras around a planetary too. Like, that would be nice. I mean, they're still thinking about it. As the time of this casting, right, we're still looking at the PTR being live. So they're just testing the potential changes. They keep coming up with new variations on the changes. So, I don't know. It's going to take them a while maybe to get to where they want to go with it. Which is fine. Taking your time with a balance update is always very cool. I'm not going to say no to that. Overlord dies thanks to Warp Prism shenanigans, and it is going to be Disruptors on the opening here for Zoun. Yeah, 429. First Disruptor pops. That's a tier 3 unit. Tier 3! Because you got to get Cybernetics Core, you got to get Robo, you got to get Robo Bay. That's it. Tier 3. Done. See, and Zerg players have to go Spawning Pool, Lair, Infestation Pit, Hive, and then Tier 3 tech. So they have more steps, and plus the steps take longer. Takes longer to upgrade to a Lair, longer to upgrade to a Hive, right? Anyway, it just makes sense, because if the Zerg player could rush straight up to Tier 3 that fast, it would be hard to deal with, because they can make 10 Ultras at once, whereas, you know, you can really only make 1 Disruptor at a time if you're Protoss. Tracks, third base warping in here from Zoun. And this is going to be Disruptor Harass, which, I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen this in a while, especially not against somebody as good as Serral is. I'm a bit confused by it, but worker count is 54 to 46. Serral's got a lead there. Got his third base rolling. See, this just feels a lot better than if you go pool first. Disruptor kills a roach. Doesn't one-shot the queens because they have a tiny bit more HP than roaches do. What is that number, actually? So it's 175 HP on a queen, and a roach is 145. Yeah. Yep. That's enough. That's enough to survive a disruptor shot. I mean, not by a lot. Queen's got, you know, 35 HP after that engagement. Not exactly super healthy, but still. Creep spreading down this way might expand up to this 12 o'clock spot here. Serral could. Considering, again, the Protoss player has a third. So you probably want to get a fourth of your own. Going for War Prism speed. Disruptor hit catches 3 queens. Yo! Now 4 of the queens are extremely injured. Okay. Do they want to transfuse each other? They're all just injecting. They're like, it's fine. We can run around with 30 HP. Oh, that makes this push so much more dangerous. Okay, so they're going to transfuse the queens up a little bit. By that I mean one of them's going to catch a transfuse. And look, there's a single Colossus. All right, Guardian Shield is up. Purification Nova, killing 2 Ravagers. Solid hit. Incredibly solid hit here. Dude, this timing from Zoun. It's killer sick. Serral's like, I've got a better economy, which is great. But I'm kind of stuck on Roach Ravager tech here, and you've got tier 3 stuff. It's not ideal. Trying to pick off a disruptor. No. Ooh, Corrosive Bile catches an Adept, though. That's the first thing that I do Corrosive Bile in a while. Who wants to kill this debris? Oh, nice snipe. Beautiful snipe on just a creep tumor there. Pulling that creep back is really good for Zoun. Trying to poke up. Coming up a ramp and coming through a narrow choke is a difficult spot to be in. Nova! Yeah, big one! Ah! Oh my gosh. That is several Roaches and Ravagers dead to those 2 Purification Nova hits, and the Purifiers are alive. 7 kills on that one, 0 on that one. And by Purifier, I mean Disruptor. It's not a Purifier. Purifier is a different thing. Anyway, Lings get into this 3rd base, and they do pick off the probes that are too far away from the shield battery to heal them. That's cool. All right. Oh, picking off a Disruptor there. Not towards the back. Kind of got stuck at the front instead. Yeah, shield battery healing that Zealot quite nicely, though. Yeah, it's Colossus. I don't know. Yeah, 11 kills on the Colossus. Probably mostly Lings. Hard for one Colossus to be killing Ravagers like this, but they don't have a ton of HP. This is just like game 1. This is so much pressure. And the Ling viability is less because there's a Colossus here. The Zerglings run up here. The Colossus goes blop, blop, and the Zerglings die. Oh, Zerglings were so much better when it was just kind of a Stalker, Immortal, Sentry kind of a thing in the last game, weren't they? No Banelings this time. Well, he's going for Centrifugal Hooks. Maybe he is planning on Banelings at some level, but this is just a Stalker Disruptor. There's a couple Zealots in here, but I don't know if it's even worth making any Banelings at all. I don't know that I would. Another Creep Tumor gets sniped. This left side base, this 4th base of Serral's really important to him. Nova doesn't connect. Nova doesn't connect. Serral trying to stay alive against these things. He goes for it. Again, these Lings trying to get a bit of surface area on these Stalkers, but all the Lings are dead because this Colossus is just chewing things up. Willy-nilly, 19 kills on that Colossus. 100 Lings have died already. Dodging Corrosive Biles pretty ably here, catching kind of the edges of a few of them, and sniping this hatch turn is so bad. That's what happened in game number 1, was that hatch died. Serral got knocked down to 3 bases against a 3-basing Protoss and effectively just borked, just completely died there. Okay, great surface area there. Several Stalkers died at that engage. Oop, Corrosive Bile connecting on some of his own Roaches. Not ideal, but this is my least favorite kind of battle when I'm playing Zerg, is the kiting Stalkers, man. In the hands of a good player, a kiting Stalker, it feels so hard to kill them. They're fast. They can blink away. Actually, blink has not been researched here. Another great Nova hit. Corrosive Biles landing all over the place. And there was something got in here and killed a couple drones. Maybe Zealots. I don't know. Yeah, the Nova is faster than the Roaches are, off creep especially. So you gotta get a head start on them or they'll catch up to you and kill you. Ravager down. Yeah, this has just been an absolute bloodbath on both sides. Resources lost 8,900 for Serral, only 5,400 for Zoun. The cost effectiveness of these units every time the Zerg player comes in and Nova comes out. Again, it's a zoning tool, too. You most often see it used this way against Terran, but it works against Zerg as well. And Protoss, I mean, heck. Oh, Nova. Ugh, huge Nova hit. Huge Nova hit, but Lings are getting some nice attacks on those Stalkers. Colossus in the mix here. 35 kills on that one. I'm really shocked we don't have another one. We just keep making disruptors back home, I guess. Zoun floating a little bit of cash. Ugh, killing some Ravagers in egg. In cocoon form. Oh, killing. Oh, 2 and 3 disruptors go down. Okay, that was big. That is a big turning of the tide moment there in this battle. Banelings coming around the backside. Some of them just died on the outside of those force fields. Good force fielding on the backside there from Zoun. 53 kill Colossus. What? 53 kills. Do you think it's paying for itself? A Ravager dies. Prosobiles connect on absolutely nothing again. This is so frustrating. Banelings into this third base, though. Oh, then he pulls him back. Because the response time from Zoun was fantastic, considering he's microing up here, too. Yeah, it's just been Prosobiles one way, Purification Novas the other way. Prosobiles are easier to dodge because they can go to one place and one place only. Novas can move around and juke on you a little bit. Makes them much, much more tricky to deal with. Army value, though, 94 to 83. Serral's got a better economy. He's kept this base alive, which is another big thing, but yeah! Those Nova hits. 10 kill Nova, or Disruptor. 17 kill Disruptor. Colossus with 55 kills. No upgrades either. This is all in, man. This is Zoun going for a 3-base all in here against Serral. He's not getting upgrades. He's just making more Disruptors and Stalkers and largely that. Guardian Shield is up. He force fields that left side so the Banelings can't approach. Prosobiles knock it down, though. Nova connects on 3 Ravagers up there. More Lings jumping in. And, okay, Colossus can't handle all of these Lings and Banes here. Taking some hits. 71 kill Colossus in the mix. Disruptor kills a large group of Lings there, too. Banelings on the backside not accomplishing a whole lot. 74 to 63 army supply. This is touch and go. Neck and neck here. Nova's up. Serral timed that one perfectly. He's got +2 attack on his Lings, so there's a major upgrade advantage here. For the Lings, anyway, they're doing more damage on an upgrade basis than these Stalkers are. The Colossus, too. 88. This Colossus is going to get 100 kills. Oh, 4 more Ravagers die to another hit. But the third base of Zoun is dying. Remember what I said about this kind of being an all-in? And by that, I mean not even kind of being an all-in. It's being an all-in. No upgrades at all. And if you're a Protoss with no upgrades, you're not planning on getting to the mid-game or the late game here whatsoever. Serral's expanding again. He's feeling comfortable. He doesn't have a ton of army up here. But I guess, honestly... Oh! Ooh, finishing off that hatch would be cool. Oh, so many Lings died there, too. Yeah, so that hatch is dead. The drones are going to transfer up to this 12 o'clock base. And Zoun kind of gets it going, but he's not retaking his third. What a weird choice. What's he using his cash for? Production tab says nothing right now. He doesn't have a ton of it. These Nova hits, man. Ravager death count is insane. But forcing the Disruptors back to the back here. Serral just kind of holding on with masking tape and crazy glue right now. Doing his best. Resources lost 25,000 and 19,000. Zoun's cost effectiveness has been absolutely sick in games 1 and game 2 here, but he's on a timer. He's not taking a third base. He's killed so many Ravagers, but he just lost another Disruptor. Oh my gosh, he's making another Disruptor back home. These Ravagers don't even have any upgrades. They don't have Carapace upgrades. They don't have attack upgrades. The only thing that's benefiting here are Lings, which we don't have any. Dude, this Colossus, 99 kills. This Colossus is going to have 100 kills before this game is over, unless it ends right now. which, I don't know, not looking good for... We got 100 kills, and then he died! 100 kill Colossus, rest in peace. And that's the GG. Zoun loses his 100 kill Colossus and goes, I'll get him next time. A 100 kill Colossus. Insane. Wow. 45 Ravagers died. 48 Roaches went down. 392 Lings in only 15 minutes. 71 Stalkers died. 1 Colossus with 100 kills died. 9 Disruptors got killed too, but 9 Disruptors took down what? So many of those Ravagers, so many of those Roaches, so many of those Lings. They paid for themselves today. I'm not sure the Sentries did necessarily. The Force Fields were good in a couple situations, but not, like, incredible. I mean, when you're dealing with Mass Ravager, they just bile them down anyway, so it doesn't matter as much, right? Anyway. Wow. And yeah, Zoun losing that third base, that was the end of it. He couldn't really push in. There was not a lot left there for Serral. 11 Roaches and 9 Ravagers, but only 10 Stalkers left and a couple Disruptors, so... Zoun tapped out, said, Serral, let's go to a game 3. And Serral said, all right, cool, let's do it. I'll meet you on the playground. So let's get to that game 3. Hit that like button if you haven't already. This has been fantastic. Really good stuff so far. Zoun is really, really taking it to Serral so far. Game 3 is here on Tropical Sacrifice. Top side, Zoun. Bottom side, Serral. All right, so you took game 1 off of Serral, and game 2 was very, very close. So I bet your nerves are very, very high here, Zoun. Or Zoun. Tastosis calls him Zoun, but somebody told me his name is Zoun. Zoun, I feel like, is the anglicized version. But hey. I don't know. We'll just call him Zoun. Maybe I'll slip in a Zoun every now and then. Blocking the hatch on Tropical Sacrifice. Everything is okay. Which third base do we want, Serral? This one? Nope. Turning left. This one. All right, Tropical Sacrifice. Darkwind Swarm Hosts against, who was it? Who was the Protoss player? I think it was Estrella on this map and did very, very well for himself. So maybe Serral will do the same thing here today. Swarm hosts are underused today. Much to the thankfulness of everybody else who hated swarm hosts. One gate expand timing. Again, check out falconpaladin.store for a Terry the Overlord shirt. Just check it out. You don't have to buy it. Just look at it, okay? I'll put a link up here. So you just have to click on it or tap on it, all right? All right. Yeah, nothing crazy here. No one's going for a proxy. Right about now, we're going to see Zoun do something interesting, which is choose his next level of tech. And it's going to be a Stargate, which is not interesting at all, actually. Third base time's about now, and these Lings are going to clear this probe out. And then the drone comes down and says, I'ma expand. I'm an expansion drone. Very proud of himself. He just came into the world, and he's already being asked to become a hatchery. Super cool. I'm not chasing that probe down because worried about an adept on the other side of the map coming to murder the Lings who are trying to murder the probe. You know, just a big cycle of violence, circle of violence is what StarCraft is. All of the time. Pulled all off of gas here after getting speed. Okay. So really droning up. Oh my gosh, it's an Oracle. First Oracle of the day from Zoun. All right, cool. So we can use an Oracle name. I have like 2 left. So if you want to leave me an Oracle name, please do so in the comments. Put oracle name, and then you can put a description or a backstory. You don't have to do that. You can just, if you want me to name an oracle, like, I don't know, Suzanne, I'll do that. No backstory required, okay? Okay, so this oracle is simply named Falcon Paladin Clips. Story. After desperately trying to find the best moments from Falcon Paladin's cast, he decided to make the action himself, and he did. So there's a channel called Falcon Paladin Clips out there. Maybe I'll put a link to the channel in the description. You can check it out. He does take some funny moments from my StarCraft casts. I think he does StarCraft 2 and the Brood War stuff too. So does he have 2 separate channels for... I actually don't know. I need to research this. Well, I mean, killing one drone and forcing a drone to turn into a evolution chamber is a pretty good win. Not going to say no to that at all. But that's what happens when you don't have spores up by 4 minutes, is that an oracle shows up and ruins your day. Come on, Serral. Safety spores, man. 3rd Nexus from Zoun coming in at 4 minutes. Okay. He's really greedy right now on the Protoss side of things. Time for a 4th. It's definitely time for a 4th. I know it's only 4 minutes, and I know you haven't fully saturated your 3rd base yet, but seriously, 4th base timing now. Serral, let's go. There's nothing Zoun can do to stop you. So either you need to make a big army and go kill him, or you need to expand. Getting a Roach Horn's pretty good. Terra the Overlord being very brave, scouting out. Did a Phoenix just get made? Yeah, I just saw... Phoenix just got produced, so Terry is going to get sniped out of the sky. But one of the kind of coolest designs in the game, the Phoenix. I like it. I like the design of the Phoenix. I hate Phoenix. I hate playing against them as Zerg, but... they look cool. Can't really deny that. There's the 4th base from Serral. Okay, so 5 minutes in. Tiny bit late, but you know what? It's cool. It's totally fine. He's got 55 to 49 total workers. He's holding on. Double Oracle is out. Pretty standard stuff. This isn't hero-style PvZ. Although we could move into it. We could start making some more Oracles anytime you want on that Stargate, man. Twilight Council getting Blink. +1 attack coming in here, too. Zerglings are like, that is way too many Adepts to handle. Are these Resonating Glaive Adepts? Maybe, but they're not. We know they're not. Serral does not know that they're not. I mean, you can tell they're not Resonating Glaive Adepts yet, but he doesn't know if that's being researched at the Twilight Council. He doesn't know if it's Blink or Charge or what. That's the thing about the Twilight Council, man. You can do a lot of good stuff. All 3 of those upgrades are really, really good. And all 3 of them are super viable as the first ones you get against a Zerg player. I mean, Charge is less so these days. We don't see a lot of Charge Lot all-ins. They've kind of fallen off like the Resonating Glaive all-ins. For similar reasons, Zerg just pretty much know how to handle those. Although, again, I'm pretty sure I saw a Zerg die to a Charge Lot all-in as part of a Freako World, which, by the way, those are tons of fun. Cast them live with Laugh-In games. We get players like Byun out there. We get players like Dark and Rogue out there, and Raynor. It's nuts. That's like the most amazing live casting I ever do for StarCraft. Alright, so the 4th base is under attack. Hey, stop me if you've heard this one. Serral's got a 4th base and it's under attack by a timing here from Zoun. Huh. Really weird. Oh, Stasis catching those roaches, whittling that roach countdown that we're dealing with. There's only a handful of queens and roaches here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Phoenix lifting, transfusing the queen. Phoenix dies. Oracle's in here, try to burn down some of these lings. These roaches, they're coming out of stasis soon. The Stalkers are like, we don't care. Transfuses on the queens are coming in hot and super heavy here. So you can kind of just one volley down roaches with these Stalkers, can't you? The lings are a concern. The lings are definitely a problem. But yeah, look at these roaches just kind of dying to the Stalkers here. Bonus versus armored Stalkers, everybody. Good unit against roaches. Uh-oh, queen down. Once the queens start falling, it's a domino effect, and it's not good for the Zerg player. It's just Blink Stalker stuff. I've died to this so many times. It's just like, how do you kill them? You can't make... The roaches aren't good. Ravager's pretty good. 4th base dies. This bodes well for Zoun. This bodes really well for Zoun. He's killing these eggs that are trying to make lings. Holy crap. Bonus versus armored counts for eggs too. They're armored. Killing creep tumors. Okay, Ravagers are here. They're going to do better than those roaches did. But it's still 3 base. 4th base coming up this left side from Serral. Stalker down. All right, Serral kind of starting to get a bit of an upper hand here. Ling Ravager, a decent answer to these Blink Stalkers if you can get there. Which, obviously... Oh, there's been a proxy down here this whole time. Not anymore, there's not. It is depowered. No more quick warp-ins without a warp prism down here. Oh, it is charge. So Zoun's going for charge next. Kind of pulling back home. Okay, so I killed a 4th base. I made some good trades. 4,200 resources lost for Serral, 29 from Zoun here. And I'm getting a 4th base. How do you like them apples? These links are like, are you though? And the oracles are like, yes. Yes, we definitely are. Thank you for asking. 4th base from Serral replacement almost done. Maybe a 5th base down here would be cool considering he knows this exists. These double oracles staying alive and pretty good stuff, honestly. 2 kills, 6 kills. Ooh, could have sniped that drone trying to build that hatchery. That would have been very cool. Instead, they're just hovering over creep and just begging queens to come and shoot at them, which seems like a bad idea. So, what's your splash damage going to be, Zoun? You need something splashy if you're going to win this game, don't you? I mean, charge is good, but if you don't have disruptors or Colossus or Archons, I don't know. Or Storm. You have a lot of options is what I'm saying. Baneling's great pro pull from the 3rd base again. Stalkers block off that attack path. Beautifully done. 2 probes die for like 4 or 5 Banelings. Not good trades. Not good trades. Hive timing here at 9 minutes from Serral. Love that. Love a fairly quick hive. I mean, 10 minutes isn't incredibly fast, but you've been dealing with an attack from the Protoss player for a lot of this. Charge lots, man. Is it just going to be charge lots and Blink Stalkers? Dude, this cannot possibly beat Serral. This is not a good strategy here, Zoun. I don't like it. Oh, there we go. Storm's on the way. Okay. So he's getting Storm. And now I feel much better about his ability to win this game. That just flipped right on a dime, didn't it? Look at them pushing that Artosolope. Like, come with us, Artosolope. We're going on an adventure. And the Artosolope is like, okay, I guess. Oh, recalling. And some of the Zealots get out of there, but they're all pretty injured, which isn't great for their future battle prospects. Single Stalker wanders in. I guess Zoun's trying to free up supply, or why are you doing that? Scouting, I guess? Yeah, Archon coming in, +2 attack, researching for the gateway units. Zerg players working on a +1 missile, +1 ground carapace, making lings. Getting Adrenal here would be incredibly good, too. Adrenal against Zealots is just very, very good. Adrenal against lings is very, very good. Adrenal against everything is very, very good. Trying to make a Hydralisk Den, which again, Hydra's really good against Stalkers too. You just got to get up to them. They're expensive. They're far down that tech tree. And this group of Zealots gets sniffed out by Serral. And do you want to... I don't know if you want to engage, boys. Okay, so everyone who engaged dies. See you later. Adrenal is on the way. Serral's not forgetting about that upgrade. And this 3rd game is turning into a bit more of a macro-oriented one. 4th base from Zoun looking hot. 5 bases here from Serral for the first time today. I think he's had 4 bases. He's lost the 4th and made another one at a different location. Oh, free Banelings, though. So it would be a 5th. The 4th existed, but it didn't. Oh, that was not good. Donating those Banelings was really, really bad times. More Banelings coming in here. I don't know if you need this many Banes. Once again, there's not a lot of charge lots to deal with here. I guess if you want to crash on the High Templar, that'd be hot. Look at these High Templar already retreating. Great stasis trap on that huge group of Banes to the right there. Okay, that was insanely good. Storm on the Lings as they try to connect it here. Baneling's not connecting on the Archon. Dies anyway to some of this Ravager attack stuff, but that's a dead hatch. Army Value 119 to 68. Too many Banelings getting taken out by stasis traps, getting taken out by Stalkers. Not good. This is looking pretty bad. Storm on those Banelings, weakening them up so they don't really connect. They did make a hit on the High Templar, but not enough to kill them. Not enough Baneling hits there. He's trying to make more Lings. Adrenal finishing would be sick. And he's thinking about it. Okay, Adrenal is done, but how many Lings does he have? No, it doesn't matter. Adrenal finishes right as the game finishes, and Zoun is our winner in 12 minutes and 59 seconds, right as Adrenal finished. Serral had 19 lings left. It wasn't enough. Not against 25 stalkers, 6 zealots, and a High Templar. He did manage to kill the High Templar in that final engagement somehow. Right here? Oh, yeah, look at that. And forcing that one to turn into an Archon. These guys got corrosive bile. Ling's eating the other ones. Yeah, during this, like, second and a half that Adrenal's done, all the High Templar died. Except for one. And Serral taps out. Does this feel a little premature? I want to see the exact second. Okay, fine. Whatever. That's it. So he's got 4 Ravagers and 6 Lings. Okay, fine. He doesn't have the army to stop the onslaught here from Zoun, who's got 25 Stalkers. They do have upgrades this time, +2 attack and blink and everything. Yeah, Adrenal and +2 Lings going to be fine there, but the Storm kept eating them up. Just eating them alive. Nom, 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 nom. Delicious. Delicious stuff. All right. Well, that was pretty good. This is a pretty good best of 3 there. Well done, Zoun, taking down Serral. Again, Homestory Cup is a weird tournament, right? Woof. Okay. So, well, I mean, just magnificent. If you want to kill Serral, do it in the first 15 minutes. Do it in the first 12 minutes if you can. The longer the game goes on, the more terrifying he is to deal with. When he starts getting his spellcasters, and, you know, the Zerg player can't easily get into spellcasters in the first 10 minutes, so it's kind of slower for them to do it, and they're used to it, but it does make it a little bit harder for them. So, well done. I mean, that was... That was great. I mean, that was a truly fantastic little best of 3 there. Nothing insane. But, man, that 100-kill Colossus in Game 2, I can't believe Zoun didn't win with a 100-kill Colossus in, like, a 15-minute game. Absolutely funny. Like, really, really funny stuff. All right, fantastically played. Good job, Zoun. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 and a Legacy of the Void in a best of 3. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.